Guys, Midwest+5 here again. We are going to be testing the different kinds of pellets. This is part 2 to the Jelly Rabbit video. Here we go. Alright, in this video I'll be using basically the Gamma Whisper Fusion Match 1. This is part 2. If you didn't see this video, go check it out because this gun was black at one time. I just did a little bit of paint job. We are going to be using these 22 cal pellets. This is 14 grainer, 0.3. This is 14.5. This is 15.4. So this is brown nose pellet, BB tip, and ballistic tip. We're going to first start off with this one. This is the Jelly Rabbit we'll be using. I've shot it in the part 1 video that we did of this type of series. So we'll be shooting around this area. Here we go. Here we go. Alright guys, so I hit right here with the round nose 22 cal. You can kind of tell that I hit it right there. Clearly went right through. I'm just going to mark, use a Sharpie to cover every hole that the last shot that I hit. So here we go. Next up is the BB tip. Alright, so that was the BB tip. He hit right here. Mr. Take 2 hit right here. So it actually left a really gnarly looking, pretty good wound channel right there, as you can kind of tell that spot right there. So those BB tip are the hardest hitting that I know so far out of all my experiences. Let's go on to the next pellet. And the next one are these ballistic tip. Right, so I went ahead and basically wrote some of the things on there. This was a BB tip, and this is the other one that was before the brown nose. This was the one that we just shot. I just shot, as you can kind of tell from the top. Let me see if I can show you that right there. Yep, you can see that pretty gnarly. It's interesting because it only started expanding. You know what? That one actually did probably one of the best out of most of them. I would say it started, it expanded right away when it hit. It's kind of hard to tell, but it hit very, very good. The interesting, from our last video, I don't know if you saw this before, but that BB tip, no, not the BB tip, the pointy head from our last video, I would very highly recommend going and checking that out. You can see right under there is where we did the pointy head. And it did actually not too bad. Yeah, you can see it perfectly right there. It actually did very well for that expansion kind of thing. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do next, basically on the next test that will be coming up. Right, so these are the two that I have used, basically. This is the one that I've used from the last video. This one's our new one, basically. So these are two interesting to me. They're actually expanding, believe it or not, even though they're not a hollow point. So we're going to shoot probably one more time with each of these with the 22 cal at the same rabbit at the same 10 yards. Here we go. Here goes the ballistic tip. Okay guys, so we shot right here. Believe it or not, we actually caught the pellet. It is right there, okay? Really, really crazy that it's literally right there. I don't know if you can see that correctly or not. Yeah, most likely you can see it. So, yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Let me see if I can see this by myself. Yep, you can see it perfectly right in there. It is all the way turned backwards. I can kind of see that ballistic tip already stuck in there, so I'm going to take that out after we shoot right here, somewhere around here, with the pointy head. So here we go. Right, so these are the next ones we're going to shoot. Okay, here goes the pointy head. That's it. Right, so I was shooting at an angle here. I hit next to that same hole, like where I said it was gonna. You can kind of see a little bit of wound cavity in there. It zipped all the way through the whole entire ballistic gel. I heard it hit a tree in the background. So, yeah, I don't know if it actually did a better expansion than the other one. But I'll tell you what, I think the ballistic tip pointy head versus that one, actually, the pointy head ballistic tip actually beat those two tests for this video. So, yeah, give her a like up. We'll see you next time on Midwest+5.